there's a new day dawning that belongs to you and me.
Hi, I'm Dawn, and welcome to The New Dawn. Why do some people seem to have more opportunities and resources than others, no matter how much they try? Today, we're diving into power, privilege, and human rights while building a culture where everyone fits in. Our communities mix races, cultures, and economic realities, shaping how we connect. We're different, yet the challenges we face, the dreams we chase, and the struggles we overcome often connect us more than we think.
Yo, Riot, how's the roommate situation holding up? Now that you're stuck covering the rent solo.
Tariffs from the U.S. on Canada are killing me. I want to buy local, but not at the cost of my rent.
The U.S. tariffs? Yeah, the situation is crazy. My sister's struggling in the States too. She thought voting for the president would fix things, not make them worse. Riot, buying Canadian is how we ride this out.
I can't afford to become homeless. Couch surfing isn't a sport, Steve.
You know, say, Jamaica feels it too. Our top trading partner is the U.S. And these deportations that they're doing, they're ripping families apart. You know, that cash that the immigrants used to send home. It's food, it's school, it could be a brand new roof for somebody in Jamaica. I tell you, it's a disaster.
Oh, I know disasters, all right. After Brexit, prices went sky high, wages tanked, and as for housing, forget it. I held on till the rent went bonkers, then thought, stuff this, and legged it.
You know, Granny always say, if you can't get turkey, you have to satisfy with jankro, vulture.
Gross, Kingston.
We're not roasting vultures just yet.
No. It means you have to adapt. We're all balancing right now on the edge of a knife. This whole thing isn't about immigrants, drugs, or fraud. It's about the big divide between the rich and the poor.
Tell me about it. I hate being broke. I'll have to adapt, but I don't see how.
We can hit up the boss for local suppliers, start an indoor garden, maybe get better prices if we shop for the drop-in center and ourselves.
That's actually a good idea. Let's get a community kitchen going. Bulk cook, stretch what we've got, make sure nobody's skipping meals. Kingston, you in?
Every mickle make a muckle. Every bit helps. One day the table will turn.
Riot's struggling with rent as U.S. tariffs drive up local and foreign costs, while her roommate can't pay their share. Steve worries about his sister's financial struggles in the States. Kingston highlights deportations, cutting off remittances for food and school. And Alfred, post-Brexit, he's escaping soaring prices and housing woes. These are real-life examples of how big policies ripple down to people like us. They know the system won't change overnight, but they refuse to do nothing. From sourcing food locally to starting an indoor garden, they take control where they can. Because for those without wealth and power, survival means adapting to what they have. Human rights are the basics everyone should have, like food, shelter, education, work, and healthcare. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights is a global document created by the United Nations after World War II. It lists 30 basic rights and freedoms that everyone should have. It's the foundation for international human rights law. But the reality is not everyone gets these rights equally. Some people have more access to these rights and resources every day, and they're often considered privileged. Who controls resources like land, jobs, and media decides who gets ahead and who doesn't. Some people must fight for what they need, while others take it for granted. But privilege isn't just about access to wealth. It's also about the everyday advantages you don't even notice, like walking into a store without being watched, having a name that doesn't get your job application thrown out, or speaking without people questioning your intelligence because of your accent. The world isn't just unfair by accident. It was set up this way. 3 major systems keep things the way they are: Capitalism, an economic system where businesses and individuals own and control the production of goods and services, often exploiting resources like land, natural resources, and people's labor, keeping the wealth in their hands. Colonialism, when powerful nations took over other countries, eradicating or subduing the local people to exploit their resources for their own gain. It also involves replacing the culture, language, religion, social norms, values, and beliefs with their own. Patriarchy, a system where white men hold most of the power in areas like politics, business, religion, and media, reinforcing their dominance while limiting opportunities and equality for women and marginalized groups. And then there's the 1%. They are the wealthiest individuals, families, and massive corporations that own and control many other companies, holding a huge portion of the world's wealth and leaving little for everyone else. The gap between the rich and poor drives much of the inequality we see today. So, when we talk about economic struggles, it's not about laziness or just working harder. It's about systems built to keep certain people ahead and others struggling to catch up. Wealth and power shape opportunities, and the gap is widening. But change starts when we work together. It happens when communities unite, challenge the systems in place, and take action to create a fairer future. The skit shows just that. Steve suggests local food sourcing and an indoor garden. Riot pitches a community kitchen. And Kingston reminds us every mickle mek a muckle. Every small effort counts. How do you see community organizing playing a role in addressing these challenges? What actions are you or others already taking to shift things, whether it's growing food, sharing resources, or building something new? Share your experiences. What's working? What could use more support? Let's talk about how we can keep the momentum going together.